Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Yes, unforgiveness is killing you. You're sitting back thinking you're hurting the perpetrator by not speaking or not forgiving them when you're the one that's dying inside because you're dealing with that emotional anguish. You're dealing with that frustration or that trauma over and over and over and over again. And the perpetrator, in most cases, don't even know that they did anything wrong to you, nor do they care. They're living their life. You have to forgive for you. And another thing, we gotta forgive ourselves. Let yourself off the hook for missed opportunities. Let yourself off the hook for past mistakes. And here's why. Because you're still alive. So that means God is not through with you yet. It couldn't have been that bad because you're still here to have another chance. See, this forgiveness thing rings deep, deep in my soul because I had to learn forgiveness early and often in life. The very one that I loved, the very one that I looked up to, disowned me. My mother said discouraging things to me, demeaning things to me. I'm talking about from a child. I'm the youngest of 5. She would give my brothers and my sisters something and tell me no, or tell me to go ask your father. When I was in the 3rd grade, I transferred school. She transferred me and my older brother to another school. I excelled so much in this school because I tried anything to please my mother. I excelled so much in this school, I broke an all-time record. I completed more packets than anybody in school history. And at graduation, this school went from K to 12, and I'm a 3rd grader. At graduation, the school celebrated me and gave me a video game system. And because my mother's dislike for me, she said donate it to the church. Not only that, she told me I'll never be nothing, I'll never amount to nothing, my skills aren't nothing, all of the above. So I went to college, and I had disowned my family. I had blocked them out of my entire life, especially my mother. And I was reminded by a friend during Thanksgiving break, and I called my mother and I asked to talk to her because I wanted to get to a place where I could deal with this. Talked to my mother, she listened, and afterwards, she said, Mark, what are you talking about? I didn't do any of those things. Broke my heart. So as I'm getting out of there, frustrated, crying, feeling hopeless, I pray. And God says, forgive her. So then I prayed more, asking him, how can I forgive her? Show me how to forgive her. And God told me, excuse her for what she did because she knows not what she's doing. She's doing it to cope with her own issues. So eventually I had a chance to forgive her. And today, my mother and I have a great relationship, but it wouldn't have been that way hadn't I forgiven her. So I got 3 strategies to help you indeed forgive someone that you may be carrying that poison within you. It's time to let it go. Or you may have to let yourself off the hook for something you haven't forgiven yourself for. Strategy number 1, you gotta understand this. You can hate the sin, but you can't hate the sinner. You can't hate the person that did whatever they did to you. You can hate what they did to you, but not the person. That's number 1. Step number 2. You have to remove judgment during forgiving. Because it's not our place to judge. We just have to forgive because we got to get that poison out of our system. And step number 3, it's your right to forgive because if you fail to forgive others, you forfeit your ability to be forgiven. So here we go. It is a hot one today. It is Tuesday. It's an amazing day. And if nobody told you, I am here to tell you, you were born to be great. So you soak it up.